Good morning. This is Michael Evan Reed. You all closer here. I said good morning. This is Michael Evan Reed. I'm at Starbucks at the corner of 7th and Union once again. And if you didn't know it, we're right across the street from the U.S. District Courthouse here in Seattle, Washington. That place where the magistrates rule the empire. Well, I'm a United States Marshal, and I serve those things. Where I guess a lot of them see how I'm so poor. So I'm only worth $12,000 a year. So I guess they have a different idea of what a United States Marshal is. Homeland Security has been doing their best to prove it. Let me tell you a little about myself if you didn't already know. Well, I'm not gay. Never been married. I don't have any children. I don't own any real estate. And I don't own any vehicles. I did own a couple of used vehicles a long time ago. Anyway, when I was a child, I was severely injured and I was paralyzed. And when I got up, I went off to like camps, academies and stuff. And I became a rock and roll sensation. I played guitar in front of large audiences and piano in front of the world, large venues. And I helped put together, just by playing and being attractive that way, Guns N' Roses back in the early to mid 80s. Actually met Axl Rose, I think, when he was about 9 years old, 10 years old. And then a few years later, he came in after years of hard work of learning to play with different stars, present-day stars. He stepped in as the front man. Basically, somewhat like me. Some of my life, probably. The training I was going through was sort of his schoolwork, I guess. But without actually knowing me, what they had learned from studying me. And, well, that worked for his stage persona when music videos were included. And, anyway, such is life, right? But I also graduated Coast Guard and Naval Academy, and I served aboard an aircraft carrier as a ship's doctor until some jerk, gay guy, grabbed my butt and I decked him, and they threw me off the ship. We're still in port though, luckily. I heard. And then they put me up in an airplane and pushed me out over Iraq during the Persian Gulf. I had to walk around. When I landed, I had a parachute. When I landed, I had to walk around Iraq until they brought me back to the USA. Lucky me. Well, from then on, I worked in kitchens. I worked in truck driving. I was a furniture mover for a really long time, 4 or 5 years. Well, over 10 years, I worked like 3-4 years, actually full time, 40 hours a week. And I was a construction worker. And I still travel around the country on my own. The way it kind of worked was they come get me when they need me, and they, they probably don't like me saying, but they, because if they're going to have me like in a really dangerous place with a lot of them, like sober, I guess, if you can believe it, they just give me a little medication or something to calm my nerves. I'm sitting in dangerous places, waiting for something to happen, It's not what's going on right this minute. I came here on my own on a Greyhound bus. I'm talking about, I was living in Denver, Philadelphia, and then I'd be at my like furniture moved down, I'd go to sleep, and then I'd wake up and I'd be in Seattle, or I'd wake up and I'd be on a plane, or I'd wake up and I'd be on a ship. And it's like, wow, how'd I get here? And then I feel like, after my smoking days when I was a kid, they let me smoke a little bit of marijuana, like bong hits. And it was kind of like taking a bong hit, kind of like the way I felt when I woke up, whenever they had come got me and taken me somewhere. Like I'd taken a really big bong hit of marijuana, water bong. It was kind of like that. But sometimes a little more, it was just pretty much like that. Sometimes a little more, a little different. Like sleepy, could think rationally and logically, just kind of really tired. And I'm not a crazy guy. I don't go around like pushing and shoving and looking to start a fight. Sometimes I get a little sort of paranoid, and usually after people are talking sideways out their mouth, bump into me and don't know how to don't say excuse me or something. Or it's like three or four of them. Or they're like eyeballing me walking down the street, like headed my direction. I get a little out of their way and they just keep coming my way. Them type of people. Anyway, been led to believe I have children everywhere. I think it's kind of fun. Like I have to stay poor so that my children, their children, those children, I don't know, can even eat and have water. Isn't that terrible of them? Am I the only one that thinks that's terrible? The government have done that to me. So anyway, I've been hit with baseball bats, run over. I was almost lynched once by my brother, I think. He was mad at me or something. He didn't want to kill me. He just wanted to give me something to think about, knock me unconscious for a while. Him and my other brother. My mother's other two children. Not really prosecutable. I don't know their motives. Anyway, they choked me out so freaking bad. I forgot they did it. I was unconscious for a long time. And I think that was so that they could find out what I had been up to. And they just didn't really want to sit down and ask me. They just wanted to knock me unconscious and question me while I was asleep. It is possible. I'm a doctor. All you other doctors know it's possible. Especially doctors that are also police officers, or sheriffs, like me, or marshals. Kind of crazy, huh? So they think this is a righteous thing, $12,000 a year. Somebody stole my ID, and the DMV says I can't have another one here in Seattle. Don't ask me why. Crazy, man. Gotta get a bus pass, and the ID I do have, I work there. So it's a shelter ID, but it looks like I'm a patient there or something. But I work there because I really am a doctor. So I don't really have any patients. See how they are. Anyway, I know it's bad. I read the papers too and watch TV. The court has decided homosexual marriage is the greatest thing in the world. So I guess only U.S. Marshals that are homosexual are allowed to actually get the average paycheck of $99,000 a year, get an expense account. I spent all the years in school and traveling the world, taking pictures and dodging bullets so I could come back to America at 30 years old. I get told I'm going to be a homeless bum from here on out. 43 now. Got to Virginia, went to the hospital, headache and stomach ache. Give me a fucking pill to fucking damn near kill me. They lied to put me in prison. Dodge prison riots. Knife shit. This fucking place sucks. I didn't do nothing to them. They got the trigger like shit. Fucking fags. Yeah, soldier sailor. There's gonna be no death. I'm the soldier sailor that walks the battlefield out, rise to high oceans. Also, got to go below deck and tend to the needs of the. I'm not even gay. It's below deck. I say, oh, another one. Next thing you know, I'm getting fucking pummeled and shit. Go to the smoke pits, they drag my body out the other offices or put me in the infirmary. I even served as a Seattle police officer, King County Sheriff, Washington State Patrolman. $12,000 a year. No private residence. Huh? They know I'm a U.S. Marshal. They know what they're doing is illegal. General Courtsville Marshall is a nice place, a house near the U.S. courthouse. The armed security telling all them fucking drunks and fucking whores to stay the fuck away. No trespassing sign. Like, when they see any of us, no trespassing, stay the fuck away. They don't want to do that for me. You wanna know why? Because they're gay and I won't lay down and have sex with them. All them gay men running around with women on their arms and children. They're suit and tie, looking down on every time. Such a gay men. Gay, mean, stingy, greedy men. And their gay, stingy, greedy, homosexual wives. All they do is laugh. I think it's fun. I feel like somebody's got a U.S. Marshal badge and gun and photo ID with my fucking name on their face. That's what it's really about. It also mean nothing to me. They tell us we gotta mind the laws, and they break them every moment of the day. Anyway, maybe this is sad. Maybe a lot sad. I can't get married, so I can't get a date with a woman. I tell them I'm a minister, I'm so scared. They turn and run so fast the fuck away. Sure enough, you wanna know what comes out? Gay men. They're more than willing to come around and be my friend. But I tell them I'm not gay, and they can just look in his face like I'm suddenly their enemy. It's the court system for you. Don't worry about it. This Congress works at the courthouse, and so does the president, so does the mayor, so does the governor, so does the townhouse. They all work at the courthouse. That's the way it is. Anyway, maybe things will get better. Put this away. Getting really sick of me. Maybe they'll reconsider the decision. Okay. Have a nice day.